Hello, fellow plant lovers! January is almost at its end, and February is knocking at the door, bringing with it the promise of warmer days and a fresh gardening season. But before spring fully blooms, this transitional period is the perfect time to give your plants and garden the love and care they need to thrive. Whether you're tending to your houseplants or getting your outdoor garden ready, this is your moment to set the foundation for a lush, blooming season ahead. So grab your gardening gloves and let's dive into the essential gardening tasks you can't miss during late January and February. First things first, it's time to clean up the remnants of winter. Pruning and tidying up your garden is like hitting the reset button for your plants. Prune dead or damaged branches from your shrubs, perennials, and houseplants. This helps redirect energy to healthy growth. Remove spent flowers, dried leaves, and debris from garden beds. These can harbor pests or diseases that will only cause trouble later. For climbers like roses or jasmine, check their supports and gently untangle any unruly growth. Pro tip: always sterilize your pruning tools between plants. This simple step prevents the spread of diseases. Healthy soil is the key to happy plants. If your pots or garden beds have been left idle through winter, now's the time to rejuvenate them. Repot houseplants if they're root-bound or their soil feels compacted. Choose a slightly larger pot and use a fresh, nutrient-rich potting mix. For garden beds, loosen the soil with a fork and add compost or organic matter to replenish nutrients lost over winter. Top-dress potted plants with a fresh layer of compost or vermicompost to kickstart their growth. Pro tip: sprinkle a handful of neem cake powder in your soil mix. It acts as a natural pest repellent and boosts soil fertility. Dreaming of a bountiful garden? It all starts with seeds. Late January and February are ideal for starting your seeds indoors or in a protected area. Start vegetables like tomatoes, chilies, and eggplants in seed trays. For flowers, opt for marigolds, petunias, or zinnias. Use a lightweight seed starting mix and plant seeds at the recommended depth. Mist gently with water to keep the soil moist. Place the trays in a bright, warm spot, or use grow lights if natural light is limited. Pro tip: cover your seed trays with a plastic dome or cling wrap to maintain humidity, and remove it once the seeds germinate. As your plants slowly awaken from their winter dormancy, a little feeding can work wonders. Begin feeding houseplants with a diluted liquid fertilizer, but don't overdo it. A light feed every 2 weeks is enough for now. Outdoor plants, especially perennials and flowering shrubs, can benefit from organic slow-release fertilizers like vermicompost or well-rotted manure. Pro tip: for water-grown plants like pothos or aglaonema, add a pinch of liquid fertilizer to their water to give them an early boost. As the weather warms up, pests start making a comeback. Now's the time to catch them before they wreak havoc. Inspect leaves, especially the undersides, for common pests like spider mites, aphids, or mealybugs. Wipe leaves gently with a damp cloth or spray them with a neem oil solution to keep pests at bay. Pro tip: grouping plants too closely can encourage pests. Ensure your plants have proper airflow around them. If you want a garden bursting with flowers this spring, now's the time to plant and prepare. Plant spring flowering bulbs like lilies, tulips, and gladiolus if you haven't already. Trim and deadhead winter flowers to encourage fresh blooms in the next cycle. For shrubs like hibiscus and roses, prune them lightly and add a dose of flowering plant fertilizer. Propagating plants is one of the most satisfying gardening tasks, and late winter is the perfect time to do it. Take cuttings from pothos, philodendrons, or succulents, ensuring they have 2 to 3 healthy nodes. For water propagation, place the cuttings in a clean jar with filtered water and keep it in bright, indirect light. Once roots develop, transfer them to soil or a semi-hydro setup like leca. A gardener is only as good as their tools. This is the perfect time to get them ready for the busy months ahead. Clean, sharpen, and oil your tools to ensure they work efficiently. Check grow lights, timers, or irrigation systems to make sure they're functioning properly. And there you have it, a complete guide to essential gardening tasks for late January and February. By taking the time to prune, clean, fertilize, and prepare your plants now, you're setting yourself up for a vibrant and successful gardening season ahead. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more gardening tips. Let's grow together.